Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Sorry, I'm still into the streaming headspace. Okay, think. Okay, I think everything is working. Um, not that button. I hit the wrong button. I don't want that button. I want this button. Okay. Things I should have made sure were working before I started streaming, but couldn't because the stream wasn't live. Funny how that works. I guess that's a good place for my phone. Um, okay. Hello. Today, we are doing more of the new event in Genshin. More of the Riolet event, as I've been calling it, and I've seen other people call it. Yeah. I do think we're gonna get in fairly quickly to it all because I am excited. Well, I guess the proper name for it is the Whirling Waltz event. But my name for it is so much more interesting. Uh yeah. So Act 2, a series of twists and turns. After some time, you decide to return to the Palais Mammonia to check on your Saurian friend. All right, so we get to start off right away with Niblet and Miosli. Also, it's been a couple days. Now it if it wasn't sus before that Riosli was spending all this time up here, it definitely is now. It's been a couple days, dude. One moment. I want to grab a blanket. Oh, and I should probably make sure I start recording so I can upload this as a normal video later. Ah, the blanket is the worst. It's just slightly too small for my chair, so it keeps falling off. Okay. 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 How many times can I say the word okay in 5 minutes? Why does my blanket keep falling? Sorry. Apologies. And I have to fix my fan. Things I should have done before I started stream. But I've never marketed myself as being responsible or on top of things or put together. My blanket just doesn't want to stay on my chair tonight. There we go. Okay. 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 Start recording. All right. Events time. Let's head to the Palais. I also, again, tonight, I have my Newslet and Riosli plushes with me. Right here to hold and protect. Also Farina. Okay. Oh, Kenichi's already here. Why is my microphone sitting so far from me? It doesn't normally do that. We've returned.
Oh, hey, my little dudes. Good morning.
Oh, I forgot how much I hated this. Morning, little guy.
Wow, Cuckoo's learned a new greeting.
Yay.
Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Aw, that's sweet.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here!
I think I even know.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
They taught Kukuku more words. I think that's a lot of progress, Paimon.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Wriolette's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
Ooh.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
Ooh.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natland.
Hmm.
He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler.
Okay, so sorry, we're 10 minutes into the stream and I'm already starting my Natlan hate. So travel has been a well-established thing outside of Natlan for enough time for there to be an average for it. So then why does no one outside of Natlan know about Jalonin? I'm going to scream.
Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The smugglers were very cautious.
Okay.
They didn't tell him any specifics.
I'm sure they didn't.
But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Okay. Series of Whirling Waltz, Act 2. A series of twists and turns. Oh, God. No, go away, Aha. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want this. What did I do to deserve this?
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Oh.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
Okay.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care?
What were they smuggling? Now I'm curious.
Precious items out of Natland? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Ooh, find a way to create a diversion. So, wait, where do we need to investigate? Oh, over there. So, what if I throw... I wanted to make it splash in the water, but okay.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves.
Oops.
Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal.
What was that sound?
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff?
Oh,
What if we can't shift it?
I guess I failed.
And that's why we call you a rookie.
That's right.
Are they merchants?
I guess I
Have
failed.
they come to Scarred
Okay.
face. On closer inspect, could he have previously... Something feels off.
I guess I failed.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away
Something
would have gone to smoke.
fragile.
Seriously? But there's hardly
What could they
anything
be
here.
doing? What could they
Would it
be
really have
smuggling
taken them
that's
months to prepare?
fragile?
And why
I
would
guess
they need to
relics,
transport it
probably?
with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Okay, let's try this again.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves.
Okay.
Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
Okay, relics.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad.
I didn't think they could see me over there.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff.
Probably not ancient
If
relics.
someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontanians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
Okay. At least there was no aha. That would have been horrid.
So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontanian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Okay.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kanichi.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's only natural. Don't worry about it.
Kanichi, you did great.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Kukuku.
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
You could get all that from oh dear, oh dear.
It's a good observation. I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
Ah, yes, the gun, not gun. Oh, okay. Let's see. A lost object that was picked up, the box buried amongst junk, came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruins. Or sorry, it came from futuristic Natlanese dragon ruins. Let's start with this one. Doesn't seem like an accident. No, as if someone left it there on purpose. Bait? Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? Is the plan for someone to come pick it up? A genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet it still remains unreported and unclaimed. This is a relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilizations. It's a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. Bait?
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
I guess I would have a different question, Kniech. I would ask why haven't they acted on the bait yet? Why has there been no attempt to frame Lippy and Pauline, one of the other people working on the event, or us for having it? Why have they not acted on that bait yet? Because I don't think it being obvious really is like any doubt. They wanted someone to pick it up and find it.
Has something sprung to mind?
Do you share?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Oh, yes?
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose.
Wriolette movie date.
The intention was for someone to come pick it up.
I've read a fic like that.
Got me thinking about when they demand their ransom.
No.
The kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
It's
Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases.
Okay.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life.
Yeah.
In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Most likely.
Sounds plausible.
Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
Hi, Mom. Stay calm. You haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash.
Yeah.
Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
A bit, yeah. About the seller. The gun was placed in a locked box and hidden away. Clearly, the seller wanted to keep their identity secret. After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods. To ensure they actually got paid, the seller would have likely been watching the buyer about the goods. Before the buyer could show up, Lippy and Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. About the incomplete transaction. Due to the unexpected arrival of Film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off. Huh. Okay.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
I don't know if it's as simple as smuggling.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight.
Yeah.
Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence
Yeah.
there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would want to do potentially illegal activities when the Spina di Rosula is like right there. Great job, Lupine Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
That is the question.
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice.
Oh. And then if someone comes forward, we got one of our parties.
The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it.
Oh,
Even if they send a proxy, we're
hit my
liable to get
microphone.
our hands on new leads.
Yeah.
And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway.
Why is Wriolette involved in updating the bulletin board? God, they're so married couple.
All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
The poor gestionnaires.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves.
I love Wriolette.
In that case, I may as well write it myself.
Oh, that works.
Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
That would also... Yeah.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Aww.
Is that really a major concern here?
I love Wriolette.
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
I'll stay, though.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
I wonder who influenced that decision.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Oh, now I definitely want to remain here. I don't want to see it. Uh-huh.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
I don't think a cuckoo's quite a pet.
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here, indeed.
I believe that what Wriolette is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine
that makes
whenever
sense.
he so pleases.
You're the best, bro.
Aw. I hate the addition of bro, but the rest of that sentence was sweet.
Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
No, I want to stay here.
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
Let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
Yeah?
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to screenshot this gay-ass line to send to my friend. Wait, hold on.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Did Newlet just straight up ask Wriolette to move in with
In
him?
the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Oh. Or you guys could just move in together.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Okay, wait, hold on. I have to send a screenshot of that gay ass line to my best friend. She doesn't play Genshin, but I keep her updated on the gay ass shit Wriolette has going on. Okay. Okay. Back to the chaos. Hey, let's go find Aoife and Auroron. This one right here. One moment. Apologies. Oh. All my, like, nothing's working good tonight. There we go. Okay. It should be fixed now. Oh, wrong way. I have my crystal fly trap over there. So every time I teleport to this waypoint, I'm used to running down over by the crystal fly trap. Oh, how no.
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
Ugh. Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance.
Probably a good idea.
You miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free.
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, other granny.
Don't call me that. Don't lump me in the same category as Sitlolly. Oh no! You missed Rylette. You missed their first appearance in this chapter. Also, hold on. I took a screenshot of it to send to my friend. So let me put the images of the conversation in here. But Nuvlet basically asked Riosli to move in with him. If this proves inconvenient within the Fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place within the Court of Fontaine. And then, nope, not that one. I have to click the right. We should get to see Rylette again soon, though, hopefully. Then Riosli's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Gay ass shit.
And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me!
You did miss the gave, unfortunately. Kukuku, get closer to Aha. This is funny.
Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face.
The single time I enjoy any character in this game saying bro. Say it again, Kukuku.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while Ahau lives his best life.
Oh no, Aha's crying. Sounds good to me.
Poor Ahau. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Never say that again, Auroron.
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself?
Kuku's really growing on me.
Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got out of jail?
Kuku was never in jail, even though he murdered 80 people. Amidst the racket, you briefly explain what happened with Kuku to Ipa and Auroron. Hearing that Kuku now has permission to move around freely, Aha's face goes even redder than before. Yeah, no, Kenichi is like the strongest warrior, apparently, for putting up with Aha. Ahau. For as long as he has.
By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now, too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Oh, I love torturing the little pixelated dragon. Kuku's really growing on me in this quest.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
How don't you dare. Kuku is firmly on a more enjoyed character for me than you are. Do not test me.
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after Ahau, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you?
Oh, wow. One Kuku delivered as promised. Looks like we've managed to swap Saurians, too.
Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, you also missed, I guess, event lore important stuff of, like, we think that the gun was being used as, like, they were doing a deal with the gun or something. I don't know, it's just focusing on the gay people. Well, Pine Mountain wins my cuteness competition.
Really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
I was assuming Kukuku and, Ahau. I think Ahau is a 3D model that looks like pixel art. But I'd have to get another look at him. Here, hold on. Character archives. Let me see. Show me your idol animation. Because I think it's a 3D model, but I'm not 100% sure. Come on, idol already. Yes, it's a 3D model that looks like pixel art.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
What does that have to do with Kuku being back, Auroron?
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Films are fun, though.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro!
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Yeah, no, Kuku is very much a 3D model that is meant to look like pixel art. I don't know if I'd like him more or less if he was actually pixel art.
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
I love you, Auroron. Never change.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
Oh, How kind of has the opposite going on of what my model does. My model's 2D art trying to look 3D, and his model is 3D art trying to look 2D. It's really funny, actually. God, I hate comparing myself to the stupid dragon. Wait until between 8 and 10 the next day. Charm. Yeah, I adore pixel art personally. I love pixel art. So I do think I'd really enjoy. I'm sure someone's actually. Oh, hey, we get to go see the cave again.
To see if anyone shows up to claim it.
We get to go see the cave again. That's fun. Yeah, no, I genuinely love pixel art. And I'm sure someone has drawn a how in actual pixel art. But I do feel like there would be like a layer of like further cuteness or like you said, charm to him actually being a 3D model. Oh wait, no, it's not. I was like, ooh, we're getting to go into a new room in the palais, but no, it's I'm just blind. The gay people are back. See, you didn't miss them too much. They're back.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Paimon, I think Ryosui's been living in this office alongside Wriolette for the past 3 days.
Hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up
And now they burst through the door.
Patrol, open up.
Ah! Who's there? What's going on? The special patrol?
That's like what Chevreuse is part of, right?
I don't think that's who this is.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's actually the special patrol. Someone's knocking at the door. Please, anything but the special patrol.
Time for silly jokes. Let's go check it out.
Shit, they're here to arrest me for all the crime I've committed. But they can't do that because I said it was a bit. A guard from the Palais Memoria. Oh.
Good day, all. Gramps,
No.
grannies, aunts, and uncles.
Aurora, never speak again. I take psychic damage every time Natlin does anything. Oh, that's another thing you missed. I made it 10 minutes into the stream without Natlin bashing, without bashing Natlin at all.
What in the Tevat are you doing here, Auroran?
Wait, now I'm curious. Was,
Special patrol, open up.
Oh, that is Auroran's voice, isn't it?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
Close. Essentially. Kukuku's second owner.
One of his owners. Kind of.
Exactly. Listen, it's a lot like you and Nublet, they're gay.
But, bro, what are you doing here?
Paimon, never talk again.
I'm here to claim a lost item.
I can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Okay, fully shoot me in the head here if I am firmly stretching this. Yeah, no, let's let the granny thing be trauma. Let that be a trauma reaction. Fully shoot me in the head here if I am like stretching. But like God, I'm trying to figure out how to fucking phrase a sentence. I hate talking. Can this sentence be read as Ryosuke confirming he's older than like middle-aged? Can old man Ryosuke finally be canon? Can my silly math board, my silly post I made, God, that was probably like a year ago, stating the reasons why I think Ryosuke's like almost 50. Can that finally be canon now, please? I'm not saying this sentence. I'm not speaking this sentence aloud. I apologize for Auroron bursting in like this.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door knocking etiquette?
Wait, what? Wait, what do I mean? I
That's how they
didn't
do
read
it in
that
all the
sentence
films.
differently than it was written. that was exactly. I'm sorry. I apologize for Auroron busting in like that. That was the whole that was the correct sentence. I didn't change anything about that sentence. I promise.
That's not door knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely
Okay.
different things.
Okay, so like, can we all now collectively acknowledge as a group how like fucked up Sitlali's being his grandmother has just fucked Auroron up so much? Can we all collectively admit this now and stop liking her? Yeah. Admittedly, I have not played Sitlali's story quest because I genuinely do not think the primos are worth it. This is a situation where I don't think the primo gems are worth it. So I haven't really seen Auroron interact with like many other people, but yeah, most of the time if he's talking to someone older than him, he'll refer to them as either like grandma or grandpa or like something like that, or an aunt or uncle, and it's like a little concerning. Can we now all as a fandom collectively address that Sitlali really fucked this man up? No, this man was not properly socialized.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss.
Sweet boy. These are your new fathers. They're here to adopt you. I'll go grab the paperwork. You don't need to ever go back to Sitlali and her horrible grandparenting again. You can just stay here where it's safe.
Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
Okay, also though, as someone who is autistic, Auroron's autistic. I'm claiming this one. This is like I have such a hard time on like figuring out how to properly like speak to people. Like anytime I intro videos or my stream, I'm just like, hello, I don't know what to do now. What does to start conversation? But like so if I did something like this, I would totally be like, okay, I have to leave the room and come back in so I can start on a good foot. No need, Auroron. Let's just get down to business.
So, Auroron, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, no, Auroron being like vaguely autistic coded really makes the way Sitlali treat him feel so much worse. Cause like I don't know, that just makes it so much worse in my mind. It's like, dude, she really took this super vulnerable child and fucked him up so bad by just being in his life and not properly taking care of him. God, I hate her so much.
Yeah, so basically.
Ron, is this your gun? Ron carefully describes the lost item he's come to claim. It's the gun.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
Is arresting Auroron what it's come to?
Auroron, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
Aoife?
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
This is literally me in a conversation. I didn't. Yeah, no. Someone write a fic about Rylad adopting Aoife, because God, I need not Aoife, Auroron. God, there's too many words in my head. I hate talking. No, I would 100% read a 15K 15,000 words, 10 chapters, whatever. Fic of Rylette adopting Auroron and giving him a happy life. But this sentence is so funny to me because it's something I'd legitimately 100% say myself. Like, no, of course not. That person has their own thing of this. Auroron, tell us the truth. Otherwise, we're gonna have to rescue for real.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well.
Is it Kakuku's gun?
So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Cour de Fontaine's famous landmarks.
That's so fair. I too refuse to look at Natlin lore for. Actually, no, that's unfortunately not true. I unfortunately look at Natlin lore so I can further criticize it. I potentially spend too much time staring at Natlin lore. But then I immediately, black out and wake up and remember none of it. Legitimately, anytime I've posted, rants about something in Natlin, I legitimately do not remember writing any of that. I send myself messages on Discord to remember stuff. And I have a message in my Discord that it just says, all it says is, none of this was worth it, me to all of Natlin. I have no idea when I wrote that. I have zero memory of that. But I apparently did at some point because it's there.
When we got near the plaza, a man
Okay, hold on.
suddenly
I'm
stopped
taking a
us
drink
to
of
ask for
water.
help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
Yeah, no, my brain is just straight up repressing Natlin.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me.
Okay.
We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Maybe it's the person who was meant to pick up the gun.
Oh no. Auroron, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys.
I love how Paimon said, "Oh no," there.
Oh no. Auroron. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
But he wouldn't know that it went bad, right? Because unless Xilonen managed to invent magic microphones and Auroron's wearing one and the guy's wearing an earpiece and because if he's nervous about bumping into his old coworkers, if that's the story he's going with, he wouldn't just be standing outside. He'd be in the back of hiding around back of the Palais.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Smart thinking, Auroron.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first.
Yes.
Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natland, right?
Unfortunately.
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
Yeah, actual modern day motorcycle. Straight up real life motorcycle.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kanich, oh, and of course, Monsieur and Wriolette too, stay here for the time being.
The way the way Riosley said Nuvolette's name there made me so happy. I don't know why. I love them. Because it's like must protect dragon husband.
We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Being Loki has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So I have to go undercover again, right?
Auroron, baby, sweetheart, just act as if nothing happened. Just as if you walked in here, got the gun, and walked out.
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Nope. Auroron. No, Auroron, stop. Alrighty, let's see who this person is.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here.
Hey, don't give me a
Auroron handed the
trial,
elevator his plan.
Riosley.
I'll head over to the plaza now.
Hold on, I want to look at this trial build. Oh, they've got cash flow. And C3, damn. I'm jealous. I want C3, Riosley.
Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the
Oh,
plaza.
should I jump off the bridge? There's not another way down from up here. Which... Also, this is a real good way to miss any suspicious person tailing Auroron. Oh god, Kakuku and Ipa are terrorizing this man. Okay. Keep your eyes out for anyone suspicious. If you see someone suspicious, let me know. Okay.
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
I don't think so. You cuckoo, stop attacking this man. Or maybe keep doing it. It depends on which is funnier.
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking!
Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this name? Argentinu? Argentinu? I'm curious what that name means. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. If I may spoil myself with this, when playing Riosley's story quest, I googled Dugier's name and what it meant because I was like, this is an interesting name. I wonder what it means. What does the name? And Dugier means like dark river, I believe. And I'm like, okay, cool. So this guy is evil. ArgenteuA. Argenteu mean. Um, what does the French? What does the French Name Argent View. This name does not exist. This name apparently is not a name. Google could not tell me what this name was.
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control.
Oh, he sounds evil. Okay.
What are you on about?
Kukuku's gonna murder you.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in that land, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
What is
You're
that?
on your own now.
real subtle, Riosley. What's that thing on his belt?
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. I think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
I love Riosley.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
You sound evil, my guy.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
You really suck at being evil.
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Oh.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Mine now.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
Jesus Christ, dude.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to save my life?
Yeah, no, maybe we should go stand in an alleyway or something while we discuss this thing that means his life is hanging in the balance.
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you.
Oh my god, I love
You
Auroron.
should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Oh my god. Auroron! Auroron, no! Auroron! Auroron! Auroron, you're supposed to pretend Riosley's not there! Auroron, no!
Enough. More than enough.
Auroron, stop!
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Yeah, are we sure we still want to discuss this in the middle of the plaza? Should we go stand in an alley or something?
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What do you do?
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do
What
that.
is going
But
on?
I'd rather you just tell the whole story from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods.
Okay.
As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing.
Wait. Wait, God, what were the ads that the tabloids that Charlotte and Kaniche were discussing yesterday? It was one of them was about a Saurian meat restaurant. One of them was about Nouvellette being stabbed. What was the first one? Um, oh, I can't remember. Maybe we can still I sound so horrible saying this, but maybe Nouvellette can still get stabbed.
As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then
Yeah,
slip
something
some
about
Laura into the envelope before submitting the ad,
it was
it would
about
get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right?
it was about ancient Rumerian relics because I was talking about how I wanted more Rumeria lore. It was an ad. It was a report about ancient Rumerian relics being discovered. So ancient Rumerian relics, a Saurian meat restaurant, and then Nouvellette being stabbed. This definitely fits the line of relics. And calling them Rumerian relics could definitely throw off like the sense of it being from Natlin. Maybe we can still get Nouvellette stabbed.
Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work.
Yeah.
That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
How did he know it was already in the Palais? Wait. No, because we just put the lost and found report up this morning. How did he know it went to the Palais? Unless he watched P and Pauline find it and have her mention she's going to take it there. Oh, it could be someone working within the Palais or like with connections to people inside the Palais.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
We have a mole.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Not particularly.
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Oh, Kukuku has a new word.
No, please go easy on me.
Kukuku, kick his ass.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway,
Riosley
I
and
thought to
Kukuku
myself,
are playing
seeing as
good
the
cop,
item
bad
itself
cop.
came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you'd just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live.
Jesus Christ! Why would you still be doing business with him?
Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
I mean, fair.
That makes sense. So, Mr.
Oh yeah, say your name so I know how to say it.
Please, just call me Argento.
Argento. Your name does not exist, apparently.
All right, Mr.
I checked.
Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films?
Oh, Roron.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
I like that with Aoife's like face model. He just constantly looks done.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case.
Ooh.
A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
I'm just saying. I would not complain about being handcuffed by Wriolette. I'm just saying.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot.
How do we know the seller's not watching right now, though? How do we know that that's not the seller?
If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have
I think
my
this is what we
full and
call a plea
unadulterated
deal.
cooperation.
I will gladly wait in. I will gladly wait in line for Wriolette.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
I don't want to do that.
Such a hassle, bro.
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
Hold on. I need to listen to that again. The voice acting was incredible.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
I love it, Ron.
In that case, I understand completely.
I love him.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Okay, I'm gonna be reading way too into this line, but I like that Riolette's like, oh, that's enough work today. All right, time to go back to Nublet. To where I will objectively have to do more work. Time to go see husband. I love how much Nublet and Riolette we're getting in this one.
Ah, Wesley's back!
Where's Nublet? Wait, where did he go?
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
Riolette recounts what happened. It all makes perfect sense, but somehow Riolette has glossed over a lot of the bro talk. Me too, Riolette. Me too.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, He seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along.
Oh, it 100% was.
So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to.
I have hair in my face.
Or, I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
Fontaine doing what the British Museum cannot.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Hey! Whirling Waltz, Act 2 complete. Nice. Okay, what gay-ass shit are you two gonna say this time?
On the topic of kidnapping cases, how exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean.
One party is unlawfully taken from one place to another by a second party?
Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non-human beings?
Oh, pets, yes. Objects, no, that's theft.
Of course, melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
The dollars go without saying.
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
Realsly, you ended up in the fortress of Meripede for murdering your foster parents because they were quite literally selling children on the black market. I don't think the law could have helped, knowing the laws could have helped much there.
That is no laughing matter, Wriolette.
Wriolette just said don't make jokes about your trauma. Fucking gay-ass bitches. Oh. This event is so good. This event is so good. That is it. I don't really have anything else planned for tonight. I did all the like management sim type stuff this morning because I love management sims and it was real fun. And I don't have like any other games or anything else to do in Genshin that like wouldn't take at least another hour, and I don't quite feel like staying up till 1 a.m. today. Oh, yeah, no. Ryosuke would hate Sitlolly. Ryosuke's whole backstory is, like, being like, that his foster parents were quite literally selling children on the black market and abusing them. It's very clear through all of Ryosuke's, like, story, like, character stories and shit that he does care a lot about, like, when children get harmed. He gets really upset about that. And his character teaser is the one where he's personally going to arrest that guy who was like using his daughter or abusing her or something. I don't remember the specifics. It's been a while since I watched Ryosuke's demo. But yeah, no, Ryosuke would take one look at Sitlolly and go, okay, I'm just gonna murder you now. Yeah, no, Rioslee's backstory and CL's backstory is so similar. Ugh, speaking of Black Butler, I have to edit the stupid reaction video for episode 2, 3, and 4. Those will come eventually. I hate it. I hate editing videos as it is. These are even worse. Alright though, I'm gonna call it good for tonight and go have a piece of cake. I think that's what I'll do. Cause yeah, we wrapped up. This was a very good quest. I loved all of the Riosli and all of the Nouvette and all of the Rylette crumbs. I missed them so much. Farina is featured on the event banner by Navianix Cafe. So I'm hoping Farina appears soon. Like next quest, or there's next quest and then there's the epilogue, so I'm hoping Farina pops up soon. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to see who the thief is. I'm hoping like characters like Chevreuse get to pop up for a minute, because she's actually part of the special security patrol. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it for tonight. Good night. Thank you for joining.